Opening round of the Kitchen Classic, and it's live here on the ISC Sports Network as Pioneer at 2-4 on the season comes in and plays the Frankfort Hot Dogs, coming off their lone victory of the season. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfort Eagles, where they are people helping people. By Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proud supporters of high school athletics in Clinton County. Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By Fiberhawk, fast, affordable Fiberhawk, and the Farmers Bank. Let's grow. Joined by Joe Rook, I'm Sean Walker as we welcome you into our Healthy Communities pregame show. Make the healthy choice the easy choice. And Joe, these hot dogs coming in off a victory on Saturday night and feeling pretty good about themselves.
Absolutely. That was a good win for Frankfort, beating the Sheridan Blackhawks. So interesting to see how Frankfort responds tonight, get that first win. Hope that carries over to them. Our three keys tonight, Sean, what we're looking at, ball security. Everybody wants to take care of the ball, keep the turnovers to a minimum, and get the ball offensively where they can do their most damage, and defensively try to put a little pressure on the opposing team. We have rebounding. Frankfort starting no one taller than 6'1". It's key for them, paramount for them to block out, keep the Panthers off of the board. The other evening, Frankfort did a good job of rebounding with that shorter lineup, did a good job with that, so that'll be key for Frankfort tonight. And then tempo. The thing for Frankfort, starting a shorter lineup, they seemed to push the ball a little bit more the other night. On the defensive end, picked up a full court, kind of pressed half court some, so see if the tempo carries over to tonight. I would think that it had good success against Sheridan, that they would want to try to get that tonight.
Our keys tonight brought to us by Indy Card Exchange, your local car dealer for more than 30 years. What about our players to watch tonight? First up for Pioneer, it's going to be their leading scorer, Drew McKay. Coach's son, averaging almost 18 points per contest is Drew. And so look for him to have a big night here tonight against these Frankfort Hot Dogs. On the other side of the floor for Frankfort, we chose Edwin Wayne Scott as our player to watch here tonight. The senior had a great night the other night for Frankfort. He had 9 points, 14 rebounds, 8 of those offensively, and they're going to need more of that here this evening. We're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be back right after this.
Frankfort Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Welcome back to the opening round of the Kitchen Classic here live from Case Arena on the ISC Sports Network. Tonight, getting joined by Joe Rook. I am Sean Walker, and we're excited to bring this matchup to you. Our starting lineups tonight brought to us by Ardente Dental, where healthy smiles start here. And for Pioneer, it's going to be Luke Blackman, Drew McKay, Rylan Toloza, Lucas Perry, and Braden Erickson. This will be your 5 on the floor for head coach Darren McKay. 25-51 in his 4th year overall here as the Pioneer boys coach. Also spent a little bit of time as the girls basketball coach back in the few years back for the Pioneer Panthers.
Pioneer Panthers boys historically very strong in the football program. Very strong football program. So nothing to take away from the basketball, but coming in here 2-4, Panthers looking to get their third win of the evening.
On the other side of the floor for the Frankfort Hot Dogs, the starting lineup the same as it was on Saturday night. It'll be Edwin Wayne-Scott, Doug Wood, Kai Kirby, Carson Hale, and Alex Farley. Your starting lineups for head coach Rick Schull, his first year at the helm here at Frankfort. Frankfort had a hot shooting night the other night. Alex Farley hit 6 threes, finished with 24 points. Kai Kirby was our player of the game on Saturday, and mainly because he limped off the floor, didn't look like he was coming back in the second quarter. And
he kind of did his Lazarus routine there. We thought maybe he would be dead and out of it, but he came back and played a great second half for Frankfort. 20 points, as you mentioned. So, and Farley had a good scoring night as well, but a couple other players, Wood and Wayne Scott, did a lot of other good things for Frankfort, and they're going to need all 5 of those gentlemen tonight having good games to get their second W.
Our officials for tonight's broadcast, presented by Aaron's Flooring, will be Jeff Gwynn, Scott West, and Sean Lambert. As we'll re-jump here. The tip won by Pioneers. They'll start out with the basketball first. It's Luke Blackman with the basketball. He gets it over to Drew McKay. McKay wears number 10. He's the one that we highlighted in our pregame show as the player to watch. Averages almost 18 per contest. The steal, the run out, and Farley's got the Frankfort Hot Dogs on the board.
Good turnover by Frankfort, created by Frankfort on Pioneer, getting the first 2. Frankfort's coming out very aggressive man-to-man. They historically like to play the man-to-man.
Perry gets it back to McKay. They go out top and then swing around the perimeter. Good ball movement here from the Panthers. This is Blackman, his shot off the mark, and Wayne Scott's got a rebound. And again for Wayne Scott the other night, huge. 14 rebounds, 8 of them were offensive, and you know when you're in it, Joe and you and I both talked, we were like, we feel like he's got a ton, but we don't know what that number is. We didn't have live stats in front of us.
But yeah, he does a good job. Good job blocking out. Needs to continue to do so. Good fast break by Pioneer.
McKay gets on the board. For Pioneer, they'll go 9 or 10 deep tonight. McKay leads them in scoring, but he's the only player in double figures on the season. No other player above 6 points per game. Coach said from night to night, you never know. You're going to get hot hands to roll, and he kind of rolls with whoever's helping contribute that night.
Kirby, a little floater down the lane, didn't go. Ball knocked away from him.
Active hands, they look ahead. McKay, another run out. Yeah,
another
2 more.
2 quick ones by McKay, 2 layups.
Farley lets the 3 fly, and he knocks it down. His hot shooting this season, he's on a torrid pace right now.
He has good range on that 3-point shot, too. Not like he has to be just 1 step behind that line. He can be 4 or 5 behind that line and still have a good soft touch going on that 3-pointer.
Braden Erickson, one of the 4 seniors on this team. He wears number 24. That shot off the mark by Toloza. Erickson last year averaged a little over 6 points per game. 3 boards, 2.5 assists. One of the main contributors coming back from the class that didn't graduate a season ago. Hale, no, but look at Doug Wood working the offensive glass for Frankfort.
Good rebound, Doug Wood. One of the things we talked about, pre-game rebounding is going to be key for Frankfort.
Blue back out this evening, the Frankfort mascot. He's even down here taking some selfies with some Pioneer girls basketball players from the game earlier. As Kirby drives in and gets fouled.
Those girls know who to hook up with. Who's famous for Frankfort? The mascot.
Well, for Frankfort, they do make the top 10 mascot names in the world every single year. They're on that list. It's just a very uncommon name.
There it is.
Got Kirby rattles one home.
Good to see Kirby knock down that first free throw. See that ball go through the basket.
Second free throw goes as well. Saw where Kai's dad, John, said he was pretty sore yesterday, and he was hoping he could get it loose tonight. He's going to get taped up again and come out here. He looks pretty good early on.
Yeah, I don't see any noticeable limp or movement deficiencies right now. It seems to be moving very well.
Perry being hounded out top by Hale. Toloza. They swing around the perimeter, and McKegg's got a wide open three.
Frankfort fortunate to get out of that one. Scoreless. I don't think you want to give McKegg too many open looks.
Go to the corner. Frankfort moving that basketball around quickly. A little hot potato action, and it finds its way to Farley. He's got 2 threes in the first quarter. And Coach McKegg wants a timeout. First timeout of the game tonight brought to us by the Frankfort Eagles, post 976. Been serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street in Frankfort.
Good start by the Hot Dogs, Sean, up 12-4 halfway through the first quarter. Farley continuing his hot shooting from the other night, knocking down his first 2 threes, leading the way with 6 points. But Frankfort off to a good start, not only offensively, but their defense seems to be moving well, playing that tight man-to-man out on top. So excellent start by the Hot Dogs.
This will be Braden Erickson bringing the ball up here for Pioneer. Again, much like the girls' game earlier, if you tuned in, opening round games played at various sites, and then the rest of the tournament will take place in Delphi. Teams participating in the tournament. Obviously, these two that we have here, is that one's partially blocked. Taylor and Delphi, Rossville, North Montgomery, and North Newton at Winnemac. Wayne Scott tipping it, keeping it alive. Wood in the lane.
Frankfort, 2 or 3 point blank shots, couldn't get it down.
Noah Miller finally secured it for Pioneer, and now Doug Wood on the interception. He's the quarterback. He's not supposed to be out there playing safety.
Good heads-up play by Doug Wood. Kept his head up, eye on the ball, so he knew where that was coming from, so good pickoff.
Wood had a great all-around night the other night. Had double-figure scoring and 10 points. Also had 8 rebounds, 5 steals, and 4 assists. Just did a little bit of everything. Hale gets in the lane and draws the foul here against Pioneer.
Take a look at that. I like Carson being aggressive with the basketball, going to the hoop, opportunity for 2 free throws. Those are things Frankfort needs to do. Shot fake, move in, drive to the basket.
Hale gets the free throw to drop. Lucas Perry comes back into the game for Pioneer, as well as Mason Shaver, number 15. Number 35, Shiloh Rhine. So Coach wasn't kidding when he told me, go and play the roster.
Everybody has an opportunity. Good boy.
Taken away by McKay. He read that one, and he's going to throw it down on the other end.
Nice throw down. You can see him getting his steps in line.
McKay listed at 6'2". Wood down low.
Nice play through the contact, Doug Wood. See if we'll get a replay of this. Good pass inside. Gets whacked. Maintains concentration. 2 points good.
Well, the fight, a great response from Frankfort there after the dunk. They pushed the ball the other way. And Wood knocks down the free throw. 5 early points for Doug. This Frankfort team going with a little bit smaller lineup, really 5 guards on the floor. But with Wayne Scott and Wood being so active, they can kind of afford to get away with that, Joe.
I like the look so far, even though did we just pick up a foul on that play? But
just stepped out of bounds.
Okay. Frankfort moving their feet well, a lot of activity going on. Gotta love that on the defensive end.
Ten-point early lead here for the Hot Dogs. McKay goes baseline, drops it off. Perry, left-handed in the lane, no. Still loose, follows it up. It's like a lid on this end for the Panthers.
Frankfort fortunate to escape that. Pioneer doing a good job on the offensive glass on that possession.
Frankfort going to reset the offense here. Looking for Wayne Scott there, and he stopped. He's got to keep coming through.
Yeah, that's a good point. He does. He stopped and led to a run out by Pioneer.
Shiloh Ryan gets his first field goal tonight. Frankfort moving the basketball around quickly. The reverse here. Love the way they're sharing the basketball.
Nice
good dump
drive.
Down.
Good look, Carson Hale, the teammate Wayne Scott.
Frankfort puts it back to 10, under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Micah Rands picks up his dribble. Pioneer able to keep the possession alive, though. McKay knocks down a 3. He's got a hot start to his first quarter.
Frankfort does not want to leave him open out on top. One of the Frankfort players left to help out on a dribble drive, but do not leave him open for your three-pointer. He'll knock him down.
Yeah, he's got 9 of Pioneer's 11 points. Get it inside to Wood, got to get a shot up. He finds Wayne Scott, and he beats the buzzer. Wayne Scott with his second field goal. He's got 4, a hot shooting first quarter for Frankfort. They lead 20-11 after 1. We'll step aside. We'll be right back right after this.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Welcome back to Case Arena. This portion of our broadcast brought to us by Day and Ginna Funeral Home, where they believe in putting family first. As active members of the community, they know that when dealing with the loss, seeing a familiar face and being treated like family is important. Day and Ginna Funeral Home will serve your family in a unique and loving way and provide the care you need. For more on the offerings, visit dayandginda.com. It's also brought to us by the Indy Card Exchange. Now, for more than 30 years, Indy Card Exchange has been your trusted source for buying and selling trading cards of all kinds. And now they're refining the game of professional grading with consultation services to save you time and money. Go to indycardexchange.com for more information to see how you can make money off your collection. Hot first quarter, Joe, for Frankfort. 20 points put on the board.
The thing about Frankfort, too, Sean, that you like, not only the 20 points, but their ball movement on that. Doing so, sharing the ball, getting the ball where they can be successful inside and outside. They did a great job in that first quarter.
You know, so many times coaches will show you game film on what you've been doing wrong, but I think there's 3 or 4 possessions for Frankfort in that first quarter that I would put on repeat. As Farley knocks down a 3, my goodness, 3 threes.
Yes, things look well when you knock down your shots like that. No matter what you do, that turns out good.
Ball movement from Frankfort been absolutely outstanding to start this contest. And it is not that Pioneers look bad. They've been moving the basketball around quite a bit themselves. McKay their leading scorer. They've been able to find him early and often. There's an offensive board.
I see McKeag not in there right now, so Pioneer looking like who might be their shooter this time. Turnover Pioneers. See if Frankfort can capitalize.
Wood creates the steal. Oh, Farley had a wide open look there to step into it. And then the turnover, the backcourt violation.
Both teams, Frankfort Pioneer, 3 turnovers in that first quarter, so ball security doing well, both teams.
Pioneer will inbound. Some familiar faces in the stands tonight. Doing a little scouting here as see some Clinton Prairie Gopher boys basketball players in the house. I did not see how their weekend completed, but I believe they're still undefeated on the season.
We've seen Clinton Prairie play a couple times. Yeah, good, solid ball club. They do a lot of things well.
Junior Jake McGraw got his 1,000th point the other night for the Gophers. So he continues to climb the leaderboard there in school history.
Frankfort fortunate to get out of that. That lob pass there didn't have much on it. That was kind of a floater through the lane. Knocked out of bounds. Frankfort retains possession.
Was able to shield the defender that time on the inbounds. Pioneer that time had 2 defenders jump out on Farley. McKeag on the rebound. Quickly transition the other way. This 3 off the mark by Blackman. Hale in the lane. Looking for a teammate. It's knocked away. Blackman to McKeag.
Oh, good hands by Farley. I think Frankfort just needs to slow it down here just a second, get everybody back in order.
Farley has other thoughts.
Well,
and I don't blame him.
Yeah, when you're shooting like that, Alex Farley, that's fine. You just go ahead and take a shot.
4 threes. They're going to have to start hanging these up like starting pitchers when they get strikeouts. My goodness.
He is on a tear right at the moment.
One of the coldest days this year so far, or at least this winter, outside. But Alex Farley has turned the temperature up here in Case Arena.
Not for him. He is shooting the ball well. It's good to see.
Looking backdoor that time, and Wagner does a good job playing the passing lane.
Good to see that heads up on that backdoor play. Don't turn your head.
Hale, ball fake, swing, Wagner 3. It gets contagious at times as Wagner knocks down the 3, and Coach McKeag wants to talk about this one again. Try to stymie the hot start from Frankfort. Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reducing the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities, by decreasing stigma and encouraging policy, system, and environmental changes. The vision of Healthy Communities is to make the healthy choice the easy choice. For more information, visit healthyclintoncounty.org. This portion of our broadcast also brought to us by Aaron's Flooring, where they offer luxury vinyl plank carpet installation and more. Visit aaronsflooringllc.com for more information or call 601-4145 for a free quote. My goodness, Frankfort, 5 first-half threes already for the Hot Dogs.
Great start offensively for Frankfort. Also, we talked about in the pregame ball security. Pioneer had 3 turnovers in that first quarter. They already have 3 so far halfway through the second quarter here. Frankfort putting on the defensive pressure, helping their cause on the offensive end, I think.
Pioneer coming to tonight off of an overtime victory on Saturday versus Argos, 49-46. So both teams coming in on a 1-game winning streak. $18-point lead here early for the Hot Dogs.
For Frankfort, let's see the next 2 minutes if they lose any intensity or if they can stay with it.
There's a great play drawn up there. Got Erickson a clean look. Just couldn't get it to drop. Wagner knocked it down a moment ago. The miss here.
Good fast break by Pioneer. Got a foul on someone there. Frankfort not getting back on defense. I think somebody got a hand in the middle of the back there. Give him a little shove.
They'll call that on Lucas Wagner, and it'll send Noah Miller to the free throw line.
Miller sneaks that free throw in.
Becomes the third Pioneer to get in the scoring column here this evening. It's 1 of 2 in this trip. Important to note, 44 Isaac Adams checked in for the Hot Dogs a few possessions ago.
He is seeing more and more minutes in the varsity, and he's been looking rather comfortable in doing so.
Gives him some size inside. He's shown some good footwork around the bucket, too, when given the opportunity. Here, finds the open shooter. Rebound secured there by McKay. Three on the way, Erickson. Trying to find his first bucket tonight, dumped down. Frankfort's defense.
Making
Nice
things difficult on Pioneer.
Kai Kirby gets opposite hand and drops one in.
Kai's first basket this evening, along with these 2 free throws for 4 points.
This 3 from the corner. And here comes Farley. Looking to push. It's a little short there. Now McKay has a run out. One-on-one fast break. And Kirby just takes it away from him.
Wow, a lot of contact there, but
yeah.
no, and contact back the other way. A lot of action going on here.
And they called this on Kirby.
They did.
They called an offensive foul on Kirby there, pushing off.
Okay, then.
That might have been the makeup call from the foul on him a moment ago.
I can't believe they didn't call that earlier, but yeah, I think you may be right, Sean.
He ducked in there so quick, I think the referee didn't have time to blow the whistle. Ball back to the Pioneer Panthers. Perry out to McKay. He's had the hot hand early. Didn't get this one, but an offensive rebound keeps the possession alive for Pioneer. Carranz loses the hand on that one. Farley throws it ahead. Kirby, the lay-in. 6 points for Kirby.
Frankfort once again showing good active hands on the defensive end, keeping the ball bouncing around, picking it up, and getting a fast break layup.
Farley draws McKay. They'll switch on the screen. Shot from Erickson, and he got one to go. First field goal for Erickson tonight. That's a good sign for Panther fans. They'd like to see him heat up. Wagner from the 3. He got it.
Wow. I'll say one thing for Lucas. He is not bashful about shooting those 3.
Not gun shy at all.
Uh-uh.
Blocking foul called here against Isaac Adams.
That was a good call by the official. Adams not quite in position there. Had not established position. Picked up the foul.
At the Farmers Bank, we like helping everyone grow, from business owners running multi-million-dollar companies to first-timers just opening a savings account. They draw on 140 years of history to honor the principles of personal connection and individual attention that have been there since the founding in 1876. And that's why you don't have to be a farmer to be a farmer. Let's grow. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. First free throw off for Tolosa. He misses them both, but he'll get his offensive rebound here. They can't hang on. Frankfort with the basketball and a 21-point lead here in the second quarter. Led in large part by Alex Farley. His 4 threes. He's got 14 points overall in the game. And he adds to that margin right here on cue. 16 now for Farley.
Kind of like the parting of the sea there. Things opened up for Alex, just drove right down and laid her in.
Erickson to McKeag. Under a minute. Farley plays the passing lane. Gets the steal.
Nice
shot fake.
Nice job, Alex. That's using the old noggin.
Alex, no dummy. He saw him jump up and dunk earlier. And he knew he wasn't winning that contest.
Yeah.
"20 seconds. McKeag with it out top. Drew in the lane, draws some contact.
Wow. Yeah, Drew kind of holding his hands out like, wow, where's the call there?
Farley, under 2, gets it up. Leaves this one just a little short. But our score at the half, 40-15, Frankfort in control. Stay tuned, the halftime show comes your way right after these messages.
At Day and Gainer Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Gainer Funeral Home, putting family first.
Frankfort Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfort Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfort, Indiana.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. FiberHawk partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, and customized bundles to meet your needs. Our fiber-powered system delivers reliable speed with enhanced security. Running a business is tough. Contact FiberHawk today and let our expert team give you a hand.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable. To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99. Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby, yo. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome, upgrade today.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking, Katie is a farmer. The Farmers Bank. Let's grow.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
We're at the half, our Day in Getting a Funeral Home halftime show where they put family first. And what we are putting first tonight is Frankfort in this first half, Joe. My goodness, the shooting. They put up 20 points in the first quarter, followed it with 20 more points in the second quarter, and the defense got rolling in the second as well. They held the Pioneer to just 4 points.
I think, it's easy to look at the scoreboard, Sean, and say, hey, 40 points. Frankfort did a great job offensively, which they did. But I think their defense earns just as much kudos as their offense did, holding Pioneer to 15 points. Created Pioneer's 8 turnovers in that first half, Frankfort's 4 turnovers. And not that the turnover battle always means that you're going to be winning, but it usually does. So we talked about ball security in our pregame, so Frankfort winning that. And I think with Frankfort's good defense, that leads to some good offensive production for them. That helps their tempo. If they get a few turnovers, they get a couple of long rebounds. With the 5, 6, 7 guys they're playing now, they seem to get up and down the floor really well. So the tempo seems to be working well for Frankfort right now.
For Pioneer, they're led by Drew McKay. He has 9 points at the half. All those scored in the first quarter. In the second quarter, Frankfort's defense was able to shut him out. We'll see if he can get back on his scoring ways in the second half. It was Braden Erickson, Noah Miller, and Shiloh Ryan that also contributed in the first half for Pioneer. On the other side, total team effort so far, but Alex Farley, the standout, 18 points in the first half. Lucas Wagner and Kai Kirby both with 6 apiece. Doug Wood with 5, Edwin Wainscott with 4, and Carson Hell with 1. All 5 starters in the scoring column for Frankfort.
I think that's a great sign for Frankfort going forward is you can have different individuals lead you in scoring every night, so that way the defense doesn't key in. But Alex Farley, 2 games in a row, has been shooting the ball extremely well, so that's a great sign for Frankfort. And, I mean, he's had a lot of good shots, too. It's not like he's forcing those shots, so in the movement of the offense, he's getting good shots and he's knocking them down.
Yeah, in his last 6 quarters, he has 10 made 3-pointers. Still 2 more quarters to go in this one. We'll see if he adds to it. He had 4 in that first half, and then that kind of got contagious as Lucas Wagner knocked down a couple as well.
Right. So, and what we've talked about Alex Farley and his 3-point shooting, he has good range on that stroke, so it's good to see him keep knocking those down.
We'll take a quick break in our halftime show. When we come back, we'll get you those Fiber Fast halftime highlights. Stay tuned.
Colleges and universities are always actively looking for highly targeted and effective ways of reaching high school students and their families. Imagine your informational message being displayed in full color on courtesy charging stations placed throughout the high schools of your choice. Our mobile charging stations provide your college or university with a continuous flow of traffic to those who benefit from your message the most. High traffic areas like the cafeteria, commons, multimedia rooms, and concessions make the perfect places to reach a receptive and captive audience. Advertise to your alumni of tomorrow by getting plugged in today. At JM Marketing, your audience away.
As we come back here at the half, we start with our Fiber Fast halftime highlights as Farley got the scoring going for Frankfort. Then you're going to see a lot of Drew McKay here early on because he was really tuning it up for Pioneer.
2 quick run-outs there to get Pioneer off and running. But here we're going to probably see one of Alex's 3-pointers. It had, 4 of those in the first half? So Alex shooting the ball extremely well. Doug Wood, one of the good offensive rebounds for Frankfort, which continues their good rebounding in this first half. And here we get to see the throwdown. You don't get to see that often here in Case Arena, but I love that. That was a good dunk. I love that. So on continuing here on the highlights,
That was a solo field goal from Shiloh Ryan.
Right. Carson Hale on a couple, had a good pass there, had a couple good drives and dishes for Frankfort. I think Wayne Scott the last 2 games has really kind of come into his own. We've talked about Wayne Scott on a couple of occasions where, he played as a freshman, didn't play. So maybe it's taken him a little while to get kind of his feet back underneath him. And he's done a good job again this evening.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, he may be a senior, but he's basically a sophomore basketball player.
Right.
Starting and playing a ton of minutes in varsity right now.
Right. So maybe he's kind of finding his groove and coming in good for Frankfort at just the right time.
Erickson hit the 3 for Pioneer, and then Lucas Wagner had back-to-back 3-pointers for Frankfort in the second quarter, with Farley mixed in between those 2 back-to-back 3-pointers, I should say.
Right, that last highlight there showing Alex Farley with the good ball fake, heads-up play. Those are things you need to see, that you just love to see the kids do, that, hey, you use your brain a little bit, give them a little ball fake, get yourself open for easy 2.
Our halftime and our third quarter tonight brought to us by Day and Ginda Funeral Homes, where they believe in putting family first. As active members of the community, they know that when you're dealing with the loss, seeing a familiar face and being treated like family is important. Day and Ginda Funeral Home will serve your family in a unique and loving way. For more information about the services Day and Ginda Funeral Homes offer, please visit dayandginda.com. Special shout out to those taking in the game tonight at the Frankfort Eagles, little Eagles watch party, taking in the Frankfort Hot Dogs and the Pioneer Panthers opening round of the Kitchen Classic.
Eagles having a party on Monday night. Nicely done.
Hot Dogs are playing.
They'll do it.
Put them on the big screen. Right out of the break, a play by design, and they draw one up from McKay to get him going.
Run that to perfection.
Great execution, Farley. This is the 3 here. Offensive rebound by Wood. Finds Wayne Scott.
Sticks with it.
What a play.
Nice job, Edwin Wayne Scott. Gotta love that. Here we see it. Missing the chippy. Sticks right with it. Doesn't put his head down. Follows through. Opportunity for 3-point play.
Wayne Scott with 6 points here in the game. And, Joe, to your point, he's really coming into his own. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. Showcased by those 9 points and 14 rebounds the other night. Nice play in the lane there by Lucas Perry. Gets his first field goal.
Yeah, Lucas breaks into the scoring column there for Pioneer. It's first 2.
Kai Kirby had 6 points in the first half. Had 20 the other night against Sheridan.
Pioneer showing a little zone on this possession.
Rebounded by Erickson. They look for the quick run out. Kirby on the steal, Hale on the follow.
Carson Hale continues Frankfort's good rebounding. Kai Kirby, though, I like that aggressiveness with the ball.
Now a 3 from the corner for Perry. Perry knocks down the 3, and Coach McKay takes the timeout right afterwards. As Perry's got back-to-back field goals for Pioneer. The Frankfort Eagles, post 976, have been serving the community since 1905 with over 900 members locally. The Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, visit FOE.com or stop by the Frankfort Eagles at 408 North Main Street. We also want to thank FiberHawk, fiber internet, super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com. Fast, affordable FiberHawk. Quick 30-second timeout taken by Coach McKay.
Thought maybe they might employ a little pressure here on Frankfort, but they're still dropping back into that 2-3 zone. Maybe they'll do a little half-court trap press here.
Whatever Coach said at halftime to Pioneer, they've done a nice job responding. They've already got more points as Farley knocks down the 2 there to give him 20. More points here in the third quarter than they did all of the second. We're not even 2 minutes in yet. Run some nice half-court sets. McKagan and Perry had a little two-man game going here. Nice hustle by Toloza. Perry off glass, no. Another rebound by Toloza, back up. Tip out, now Farley has it for Frankfort. 3-on-3. And Farley goes glass.
Good body control by Alex. Took a little hit there, not enough to draw a whistle, but finished the play strong.
Farley with 22. This one to Blackman. Carson Hale secures the rebound for Frankfort.
Good.
Hale, look ahead, Farley.
Good push by Frankfort, didn't result. Farley got a good look on a three. I think that tempo working good for Frankfort. That gives them some good opportunities.
Are you a fan of more of the up and down basketball?
I am.
The old, what was it, Paul Westphal days of run and gun basketball?
That's how we played back in the 70s for Frankfort, and so yeah, I'd like to see that.
This one knocked away from Perry. Kirby pushes. Farley sidestep. Youngins will call it a Euro. Either way, it's a bucket. Did you say the 70s, Joe?
I did.
I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
I did.
You're way too young to have played basketball in the 70s. Kirby fights through and scores.
Stuck with it there. Took a couple pops both times, but no call. Play on. Sean, I appreciate your kind words there, but it's true. It was the 70s.
I try. I'm just paying you back for the other night when you told me I'd look good in any ugly Christmas sweater that my wife would make me wear.
There you go.
53-22 is get a foul against Frankfort.
You know, I think so. You know, we talk about Frankfort playing the up tempo here the last couple of games. You know, sometimes the players you have on court kind of dictate how you play. But I think with Frankfort, I think that it suits them well right now. The players that they normally have on the floor, they can run up down the floor well. Nice play.
McKaig with the score. 13 now for Drew. Timeout taken by Coach Scholl. You know, to your point, Joe, I completely agree that these guys play very well together.
Yes.
And that's no knock on anybody who's missing right now. It's just these five share the basketball really well.
It's true. You know, maybe how things have worked out this year, it kind of maybe has opened things up in the middle on the offensive end, so it allows some more free flow, if you will, with the offensive end of it. Picking up still man-to-man, picking up a little further out on the defensive end. Now we're talking about Frankfort. So that seems to recently have played well for the Hot Dogs.
Ardente Dental offers high-tech dentistry with a personal touch. Whether you're a brand-new patient or you've been with them for years, they're here to serve you. Give them a call at 654-7222. Visit them online at ardentedental.com. Ardente Dental, we bring smiles to life. See what Coach Scholl drew up out of the timeout. Here's Kirby. There's the ball up the floor.
Maybe that timeout there for Frankfort was just a quick reminder, hey, you got a nice lead, but let's don't get too sloppy. Let's continue to do the things that put us in this position.
That pass almost stolen. Kirby leaves it a little short, but follows the rebound, and now a foul will be given by Shiloh Ryan.
Kirby missed his little floater, but gathered the offensive rebound. Foul called. Frankfort ball underneath.
Ryan, a 6-foot freshman. Seen quite a bit of playing time here tonight for Pioneer. It's always good when you can get young players on the floor earlier in their career. Always bodes well for the future. That steal going the other way, and McKaig draws contact. He'll head to the free throw line as Kirby's going to pick up his third.
McKaig, good body control. you can see his offensive arsenal that he can, not hard for him to average 18 points a game.
Yeah, he's very athletic.
Yeah.
This is the free throw here.
That's a good 3-point shot. Very active in the lane. Good jumping ability.
Goes 1 of 2 in this trip. 14 points now tonight for the senior. Coach's kid, you kind of tell, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Executing out there, doing the little things right.
There's no doubt.
Wagner, no, but Doug Wood there on the offensive glass. He's got 7.
Boy, it just does my heart good to see Frankfort getting some of those rebounds like that, back up and in.
Wood switches out on McKay here out top. Over to Blackman. Blackman, one of the 4 seniors on this Pioneer squad. Ooh, tough screen there.
I think Wood thought he was back on the football field there. Gave him a little shoulder pad shot there.
Hey, in hockey, you just check people into the boards and move on. The same thing here tonight in basketball. McKay, that one rolls out. Then Hale, he's done a good job rebounding tonight as well.
Gets right in there.
And takes it coast to coast.
Good job, Carson Hale. Good to see him get a couple baskets this evening.
He's got 5, a full timeout taken here by Coach McKay. 57-25. We want to thank our friends at Healthy Communities of Clinton County, and they want you to know that recovery is possible. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, make sure you reach out to Healthy Communities. They've got the resources and the tools to help you get back on the road to recovery. Their number is 659-6063. Or online, you can find them at healthyclintoncounty.org. Make sure you stay tuned at the conclusion of the game tonight. Joe and I will wrap things up, and we'll name our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game.
Looking down at the Frankfort bench right now, Sean, it looks like might get a couple substitution coming in here, a couple new faces for this game. Frankfort enjoying a 57-25 lead.
The lead 32 right now. The running clock comes into effect at 35 at any point in the second half. So we're 3 points away from that right now.
Good opportunity for Frankfort to get a few of the players in that don't normally see varsity experience, so that'll be great.
Feels kind of weird doing doubleheader basketball on a Monday night.
It does, but I like it.
Make my week a little longer. It's going to feel like it's Friday.
Nothing wrong with that.
Some new faces on the floor for Frankfort. Do our best to get you some of those names to match those numbers on the floor.
Yeah, we got a couple of numbers that we're not showing. Always makes it more fun, too.
Kirby down the lane. That one partially blocked. The best part about these broadcasts, though, Joe, is we have students helping us out.
Yes, do.
So hopefully they can help us identify a couple of these guys.
We're not sure for Frankfort a number 4 and 21. They're not showing on the program. Okay.
So we have Jack Michael and Charlie Beardsley.
I believe that's their first action on the varsity floor this year, so I'm sure those young men, their hearts are beating fast right now.
Those numbers match up with their numbers on the JV roster, but you always want to be careful because occasionally those guys will wear different numbers when it comes to the varsity.
I appreciate the help from our team up here. Pioneer looks to be content holding for the last shot of the quarter.
Winner of tonight's game moves on to play the winner of Taylor and Delphi. The loser, play the loser of that game. I believe the winners brackets move on and play tomorrow night. The losing bracket will get a day or two to rest. It's Shiloh Ryan.
His second basket of the evening for Shiloh.
Lead back to 30, under 10 seconds to go here in the third. Wagner back to Kirby on the save. Shot won't count. Comes after the buzzer. Didn't go anyway. 30-point lead after three. We'll step aside. Fourth quarter comes your way on the ISC Sports Network right after this.
Hi there, I'm Jake Query.
And I'm Derek Schultz.
And we do Query and Schultz on ISC Sports Network. And Derek, unlike Ted Lasso, we have a third season.
That's right. Season number 3 right now, ISCSportsNetwork.com. You can see episodes on Comcast 81 as well, Mondays at 7:30. I'm talking about our show, Jake, this beloved show that people tune into every single week. Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, so many ways to watch Query and Schultz every Monday, 7:30. Tune in and hang out with us.
And you don't have to be a goldfish. You'll remember everything we say.
At Day and Gannett Funeral Home, we know the importance of family. Being a family-owned funeral home, we pride ourselves in giving the care and love to you and your loved one as if you were part of our own family. With a compassionate staff that takes pride in fulfilling all the details to celebrate the life of your loved one in a unique and special way, you can be sure that your services will be meaningful and memorable. When you suffer loss in your family, let our family take care of your family. Day and Gannett Funeral Home, putting family first.
Welcome back here, fourth quarter at beautiful Case Arena at John Milholland Court. A little basketball action on a Monday night right before the holidays. Got a full slate of games all season long on the ISC Sports Network, including a girls basketball affair tomorrow night as Clinton Central and Clinton Prairie will grace our airwaves.
That should be a good one.
Clinton Central off to an amazing start this season. Have a new all-time leader in school history on the girls' side, and a teammate who's a sophomore who might catch her by the time her playing days are over, so pretty impressive. Clinton Prairie has had a key injury to one of their star players, and I saw her in a walking boot as early this past Saturday, so she may not play Tuesday.
It would be a quick recovery for her. I think you're speaking of Abby Swan?
I am.
Anytime the county rivals get together, you just never know exactly what that's going to be. I think we have number 4, Michael, took an elbow or a bump somewhere. He's got, I don't know if he's bleeding or just.
Yeah, he'll head off the floor, cupped hand.
Yeah.
Gonna get the trainer some work here this evening. So he caught one in the nose there.
That's a stinger. Ouch.
A lot of tournaments headed your way on the ISC Sports Network. We're going to have the Clinton County Holiday Tournament that's at Clinton Central. There's a ton of teams playing in that. Tipton, Clinton Prairie, Carroll, to name a few, as well as Clinton Central, obviously the host school. We'll have the Paul Logan Classic on our airwaves. We will have the Hall of Fame tournament down in Newcastle that'll happen after Christmas on the ISC Sports Network.
And that's always good basketball there
always.
in Newcastle. Yeah.
Yep. This portion of our broadcast brought to us by FiberHawk, now available. FiberHawk fiber internet. Super fast speeds, no more buffering, perfect for all sizes of business. FiberHawk offers every speed to meet your internet needs. For more on offerings and availability, go to fiberhawk.com or call 765-922-HAWK. Fast, affordable FiberHawk. As Ed Niehaus cleans up the bodily fluids there on the floor.
Ed's job is
Does
never,
a little bit
never
of everything.
Done. Never done.
Athletic director here at Frankfort High School. Sometimes he helps tape up ankles, I've heard this week. And whatever needs to be done, man, Ed's your guy. Got a big game coming in January. I'm happy for Frankfort High School honoring the 30-year anniversary of Blue Chips. Joe and I will be back to call that one.
Definitely look forward to that evening, Sean. That should be a lot of fun.
Frankfort's going to wear the Western Dolphins jerseys from the movie. Rossville is supposed to be wearing the IU jerseys from the movie. Supposed to have some messages from actors and people that participated in the movie, playing throughout. It's just going to be a fun broad. We don't even know what all we're getting yet.
Yeah.
Tons of sponsors. We know that there's thousands of tickets that have been sold. This place is going to be packed. The band has something special for us. I don't want to lead too much there. But, man, I'm excited. I'm stoked.
Absolutely. And that's good for, Frankfort Rossville are playing, county rivals. It's always a good game, but you put that extra atmosphere in there, it should be a night. Please come on out for that evening and check that game out.
That's a game for many years that they called Cram Case Arena, and they would have a lot of the youth that would come out and be honored at halftime, and now we're going to push pause on that as they bring those two teams in, and let's honor Blue Chips.
Yeah.
Obviously, many have still alive from the movie, but some have passed. The legendary Bob Knight, we lost him this year. One of the best college basketball coaches of all time. Obviously, he was part of an era that I don't know that coaches can get away with many of those things these days. But
I don't think you would. But back, I can remember back in the day when Blue Chips was being filled and Bobby Knight was here, the Case Arena was full whenever he was around. Yeah, not many empty seats those nights.
Even in a movie that was scripted where his team was supposed to lose, he didn't want to lose.
He thought maybe
he didn't care if you wanted to film the stage the final shot, but he wanted whatever the score was at the end to be the score.
Exactly. I think you're absolutely right on that. He was not taking kindly to that.
Back out of the injury timeout there. Panthers with the basketball. Boy, that from Erickson. That was dead on. Just left it a little short. We've got a great vantage point up here high atop the perch of Case Arena. It's always fun to get up here.
Yeah,
right, Joe? This
exactly, yeah.
Crazy.
A good workout coming up here, the stairs.
Spiral staircase that I'll make you feel better here. It was definitely built before your playing days in the 70s. How about that?
It was, yes. It was. Sean was 6.5 here to go in this game. Let's see if Frankfort can maintain their intensity, their concentration. They've been pretty clean playing to here. Hopefully nothing gets too sloppy.
You always run that risk, not just because they're up and they take the foot off the gas, but you've got players on the floor that aren't necessarily used to being out there at the same time.
Right.
But a great opportunity, and I'm glad Coach Scholl took it. These guys have all been practicing hard. They went through the first 6 losses together, and now as a team look like they're on a way to back-to-back wins as Wagner gets his 3rd 3 of the game.
Lucas not bashful about shooting that basketball. He has a good-looking shot.
Drive down the lane, Perry, and one opportunity here for Lucas.
Good offensive play by Pioneer. Drew McKaig showing his all-around basketball skills. Nice pass setting up that play for a teammate.
Lucas Perry's got 7 points in the game here tonight. Leaves that one a little short, but the rebound right back to him. Now Kirby comes out with it for Frankfort. And scoop shot up and in for Kirby. 10 points for Kai. He's in double figures. This one off the foot of Perry, then he saved it. Great effort play, Lucas Perry.
It really was. That's a good heads-up play by Lucas, knocking it off the Frankfort player's foot as he was sliding out of bounds.
Number 22, Taryn Emery checks in for Frankfort. As McKaig dials up a 3, he's got 17. He's on that season scoring pace. Wagner from the corner, no, but offensive rebound and then thrown away there, but good work by Charlie Beardsley.
Charlie showing some good hop there, getting that offensive rebound. Just didn't locate the right person to throw to.
McKay, little fadeaway there from the corner.
Wow.
You ain't kidding, Joe. He can play some ball.
Yeah, he's very smooth. He looks good out there.
One thing in our quick email discussion today. Again, thank you so much, Coach Darren McKeag, for getting me your starters back and providing me as much information as you could on short notice. This was a game that was added late to our schedule. One thing I would love to ask him is Drew looking to play next year? Because he looks like he could be a college basketball player.
I think definitely. He definitely has some skill set that would allow that.
Is that Emery with the last bucket there
that's
for
what
Frankfort?
That's what I had pegged down here, 2 for Emery. Emery getting him another rebound.
They'll bring it up. Beardsley out top to Emery. A little bit of body.
Just a little bit of body. That was a little bit more of the hands to the body.
You get 5 fouls, you might as well earn a few of them. That's Tolosa's first, believe it or not.
I think Pioneer coach showed a good judgment there, but that maybe the young man was a little getting frustrated, take him out of the game. No need to let that escalate into anything else.
Beardsley with it in the corner, finds Wagner on the cut. Frankfort working some clock here in this possession. Had Adams down low a moment ago. Now they look inside.
Frankfort showing some good patience. No need to force anything.
Adams will be fouled in the paint. Good strength there from Isaac Adams. They'll get him back next year as well, just a junior. Listed at 6'3". Who knows? Maybe not done growing just yet.
Yeah. For Frankfort fans, I'm sure they're hoping that's the case. Put a little more height on there.
I'm at the point where the only growing I'm doing is in clothing sizes. I'm shrinking, height-wise, I think. Adams goes 1 of 2. If you can't poke fun at yourself, who can you poke fun at, right, Joe?
Frankfort, good ball movement again.
Emery's 3 off the mark, and Adams rebounds and puts it in.
Good to see. Good strong rebound by Isaac, back in there.
McKeag leaves this one just a little short. He's got 20 points on the night, though. It's definitely been a bright spot for these Pioneer Panthers. Frankfort's hot start and defense is what opened up this scoring margin.
It's been an all-around pretty solid effort by the Hot Dogs tonight. I think the coach and the team would feel pretty good about the last 2 games.
Held the Pioneer Panthers to just 15 points at the half. Pioneers put 20 on the board here in the second half so far. Jump shot foul. Carson Hale earned a trip to the line.
Interesting here for Carson Hale. Even though he's a starter and has been playing, he hasn't really been playing the point, so to speak, where he gets to direct and get things moving for Frankfort. He's getting an opportunity here to play something a little bit different.
Good looking free throw stroke there from Hale. 6 points on the night for Carson. Gets 1 of 2. McKeag on the rebound. A 3 a little short. Loose ball. Hale comes away with it. I will say, grab the side of his head. Looked like he took his shoulder off the side of the noggin.
Yeah, hung with it. Got rid of that ball before he got called for traveling. So just under 2 minutes to go in this game.
So at this point, you can't question Carson's toughness.
Yeah, He's still trying to shake that off a little bit. He's like, man, I got whacked in the ear and the head and everything. Thanks, Coach. Let me sit down here a minute.
He's smiling.
Yeah. Frankfort getting a few more players out on the floor. Good to see. Pioneer 2 as well. Get a few other players out this evening.
Frankfort will try to play keep away here for the final 90 seconds unless they get something point blank range like this.
Pretty close, yeah.
And there you go.
There you go. Nothing to it.
Number 15 is Noah Sandoval. Thanks to our student crew for the help here.
Good.
Sandoval can't complete the three-point play, but he's got 2 points here in varsity action. Floater in the lane.
Number 5.
Michael Rands gets
Michael
his
Rands
first.
just checked in for Pioneer. Picks up a quick 2.
$14 for Frankfort. Is Landon Stewart with the basketball out top.
Landon
back down low. Sandoval had it knocked away.
Knocked away from him.
Sandoval listed as a 6-foot sophomore. That was a 2-pointer with the foot on the line. Didn't matter. This one's a 3. Rands hit one a minute ago and couldn't get it here. Michael run out, bucket.
Good to see Jack get a field goal this evening.
Final 20 seconds on the clock. 72-37. Frankfort has put together back-to-back games as Rands gets his second field goal here, the fourth. Final 10 seconds, and Frankfort is going to dribble this out. We said it before the broadcast on Saturday night, Joe. RELAX after the 0-6 start. They had played some tough competition, and now Frankfort's put together back-to-back wins, and they knocked off Sheridan on Saturday. Pioneer, now they will play the winner of either Delphi or Taylor.
Yeah, for Frankfort, hey, 72-39 winner. Very good effort tonight. Alex Farley continued his hot three-point shooting, but the whole team effort. I think everybody who hit the floor for Frankfort did a great job tonight. Did a lot of different things, playing good defense, moving the ball around well, hitting open shots. So 72-39, Frankfort's feeling good about their second win tonight, Sean.
Frankfort was led by Alex Farley, and he is going to be our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game tonight. 24 points through 3 quarters for Alex, and really didn't play a ton in the third quarter either. He had most of those at the half. Again, 10 three-pointers in his last 2 games. Been a fantastic showing for Alex Farley. Also in double figures tonight for Frankfort, Kai Kirby had 10. Edwin Wainscott and Doug Wood both chipped in with 7 apiece. Isaac Adams had 3. Lucas Wagner had 9. Carson Hale was 6. On the other side, it was Drew McKay. He was our player to watch tonight for Pioneer. He had 20 points in the game, but at the end of the day, Frankfort just too much for Pioneer. Congratulations to Alex Farley, our Frankfort Eagles Clinton County Player of the Game. It's going to do it for our coverage tonight. We want to thank all of the students behind the scenes here working for Hot Dog TV, everyone at ISC. For Joe Rook, I am Sean Walker. We appreciate you tuning in. You can join us for more Clinton County basketball tomorrow night as Clinton Central will take on the Clinton Prairie Gophers. That one starts around 7:30 p.m. Best of luck to all these teams as they play throughout the rest of the Kitchen Classic.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. We'll sign off for now. Your final, 72-39, Frankfort.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
Rondell Sims is a successful entrepreneur and beloved grandpa, in part because he's responsive and attentive. That also just happens to be what he looks for in a financial partner. And when it comes to his bank, Rondell is a farmer.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Former WNBA star Katie Douglas Poe is now the owner of fitness franchises that help people get healthier and more active. And even though she comes from the world of elite athletics, Katie's favorite customers are the ones pursuing modest goals. We're proud to provide her with that same kind of personal support and individual attention to her finances, which is why, when it comes to her banking,